Send the announcement. Get on Foundry. Send the announcement. Get on Foundry.
I'm gonna ping him again.
Ping who?
Phoenix.
He is in it.
He's here?
He's in.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
David.
Devi.
He hasn't sent me anything. I didn't
Yes,
hear
he
the
did.
join notification.
I heard him.
I didn't hear the join notification.
Devin,
well, I didn't
you
hear
went
the join
into the
notification either, but I did hear him.
Devin, you went into the Discord and didn't look at the lounge.
Yes.
The fuck?
Oy.
There's a person named Fried Biscuit playing Ace Attorney. And I want to go ping him specifically because I want to go bug him. I am in the wrong frigging thing again. I keep going. We need to get rid of the stream avatar.
The what?
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can do that by going into the settings, and there should be a thing about like configuring user management.
Okay.
You changed
Settings,
the channel
user
points
management.
to effort.
What?
You changed the channel points to effort.
Effort values. You know, like from Pokemon.
Yeah, because Eevees.
And I want... Yeah,
I didn't
exactly.
know that's what that was.
They're abbreviated down to EVs, so you can collect EV points.
Fucking nerd.
Shut up. I thought it was clever.
I think it's cute.
I also changed it now so that everybody can do one of my emotes. Devin, close Amori.
I don't... What?
Why does it say you... Oh, because you're listening to Amori music. My bad.
Yeah, I'm listening to the Amori soundtrack. Well, I'm actually not listening to it. I have it on the music bot playing for my other two D&D players who are still in the channel.
Mm-hmm.
So I changed
They like to talk for a little bit after the session.
I changed something on Twitch. Now everybody can do Maya Pog. It's a follower emote, not just a sub emote. So now everyone can Pog. Why is the lighting so weird? Why can I only see light in here? I shouldn't be able to see light in here, but I can.
Maya Pog.
We can all Maya Pog.
Everybody do the Pog.
Oh, Dev. Now I can regular Pog too.
Yeah, I can do all of them.
I know.
Fucking mod. And then there's Phoenix.
I love all of us pogging. That's good.
I mean, it's Maya.
It is Maya. I don't remember when I added Maya Pog, but I thought it was funny. There's also... Okay, so they did this thing you can do. Oh, I can't cheer in my own channel. Well, fuck you then. I just want to gigantify an emote. Jeez. Apparently, you can do this new thing if you use bits, and I don't want you to do it. You can make a giant Pog.
Big Pog.
Which means that you can see... Where is it? You can see this in all its glory. I want to change it, though, because I can make that Pog better.
It kind of looks like Maya is just, like, putting an egg up to her mouth and kissing it.
I mean, that is essentially what that sprite is.
Doing the Chubby Bunny challenge, but with eggs.
No! I fucking hate Chubby Bunny. It's so gross.
It's even worse with eggs.
I know!
Because if one of those cracks, that's a whole lot of salmonella.
Well, actually, the salmonella is on the actual egg shell.
Isn't that the jazz singer?
My phone went off! I did my Duolingo like 12 hours ago. Not even. Oh, I didn't put my coffee sweetener away.
I did mine at midnight, I think.
I also didn't set up the fucking music because I'm a professional streamer. I didn't get to hear the great joke that you made, Phoenix. I'm sorry.
There was the mention of Salmonella, and I was like, isn't that the jazz singer?
Sam
I don't know
Elliott?
them.
Remember that the story from Kids Next Door, Kenny and the Chimp?
Why am
I only know the Ace Attorney one.
Why am I losing my mind?
He got infected with Salmonella Fitzgerald.
Right. God, it's been a while. That's the wrong.
I suppose that was a reach.
No, I don't need to rewatch it. Also, I don't know what's going on. I don't know why, but for some reason, the only thing that's emitting light on the map is the fucking church. So that's a neat thing. Okay, I'm gonna unpause the game because I'm a professional, and I'm gonna remind everybody. So the 3 ideas is that the first one is that Yuriko's gonna try and just convince the librarian to give them the book, which I will admit is a long shot, but if anyone can do it, it's the only person that anyone in this town seems to like at this point.
The only one of us that anyone in this town doesn't hate. More like.
Yeah. Pretty much. I think Evelyn is neutral on Asmodee because honestly I don't really think she fully comprehends what they're about to do. She just, at some point,
And
she's
she
like,
greatly dislikes Jeremy.
yeah, anyone who disrespects her books deserves to be punished by her, and honestly, that's valid. Whoops. Okay. The second plan is to steal the... I need to make sure that... Where... Jesus, I wish I could organize the things at the top to not be an
Plan
alphabet.
B is Asmodee sneaks in and just steals the book while Yuriko's distracting.
Yes.
And then plan C is murder the town.
Yup!
I should also clarify that I do need Jeremy to be, like, outside, like, relatively close to wherever I am spending time with Evelyn.
Are
As
you
part of, like,
gonna use Jeremy as the distraction by fighting Evelyn?
no.
Okay.
I'm guessing
No,
it's
so
just
the
in case
reason-
the situation turns sour.
Yeah, it's basically just so that I can communicate, hey, plan B.
Gotcha.
Why Jeremy? Why Jeremy?
Because he can run faster.
Yeah, because, well, that, and also I imagine if you're closer to the library and you see him, you can probably get there and start the plan as soon as possible so that distractions don't have to take as long.
Oh my god.
Actually, now
I'm
that
just
I think about it,
imagining this
Asmodee's faster because he can dash as a bonus action. Never mind.
Now I'm just imagining this big muscle-bound brute just sprinting over like boom, 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 boom.
Actually, Asmo, stop. No, Asmo, stop! There we go. I imagine he's probably following at a distance. Also, I should stop moving him. He's your boy. So I believe, y'all, we're gonna head down to the tavern, which is here. There also are a ton of people in it, but there shouldn't be because it's nighttime.
Yeah, I prepped a few notes of like these are kind of the general talking points I want to bring up. I have no idea if any of these are gonna work.
You got a chance.
You're just talking about books and then just
Got a
slyly-
chance in me.
All right.
Just sitting there talking about books and then just go, so how about that Lorekeeper?
Speaking of books, you know that super important book you've had for 400 years?
Yeah, how do you just
Speaking of
give
book,
that?
you know your life's work. Can I maybe take a little more than a pee?
Can I has? Yick me, you're
Is
not
for
supposed
me?
to-
For me?
I can has Lorekeeper? Alright, I have placed you in position. Game is unpaused. I have weird lighting shit everywhere. Let's go.
All right. So the first thing that I have is more of like an icebreaker thing, of like, hey, let's get some ideas flowing, of like, can you help me understand this spell?
Is it the one that you picked up at the library?
Yes.
Okay, let me remind myself. Wait, no, I should put that on my other tab because then you can't see what I'm doing. Because in order to
And so ideally, because it is an illusion spell, that means that because that is the school of magic that Yuriko specializes in, that it takes her half the time and money in order to copy one of those spells into her spellbook. I am hoping that with the librarian's insight, with Evelyn's insight, I will be able to cut that in half a second time.
like the...
At your discretion, of course.
Sorry, you want to take the scrying cost and... Whoops, I didn't mean to turn on my angry face.
So
scrying cost and quarter it rather than have it, because she can help you understand it better.
Yeah. Because
Okay.
because sort of the idea behind Yuriko is that she's all right with books, but she's probably not as great a reader as someone like my other wizard. And so oftentimes she needs to get a break from the stuffy libraries in order to like socialize and hash ideas out with other people who are typically also gifted in magic.
Oh, hi, Jeremy.
I forget,
yeah,
am I supposed to be in this area or?
you can be. I think we switched it up so instead we have the sneaky one because he can dash. But, I mean, if you want to be.
Just have
And
a
so-
just have a towering guy just standing there.
He's only towering over most of you. Remember, 7-foot woman over here. As per
And
her
so
illusion.
the base price of copying a spell into my spell book is 150 for a 3rd level spell.
Half
Cutting
of
that in
would be
half because it's an
75.
illusion spell, that's 75. Cutting that in half again would be
35, 37.5.
37.5. So 37 gold and 5 silver.
Yeah, okay. I mean, that makes sense to me. I probably won't have too many people who can help you with that, but yeah.
I was mostly asking for like Evelyn's insight in particular because she's the one who like runs the library, so she's gotta be like a better reader and understander of some of this magic stuff.
Reader,
Okay,
yes.
It looked like there was a rave going on in the tavern for a second.
What?
Because you can, if I open the door, the light floods out. So on the stream, it looks like.
I can do it too.
I want to know if the door is shut. Okay, cool. That's neat. All right.
The tavern keeper's like, can you just come in?
Get the
Stop opening the door. You're letting
fuck
the
in
drafts
here.
in.
Hey, he welcomed in the vampire. That means that she's obeying her vampire rule. Okay, I don't know how she would explain this because all I can think of is fucking Geralt.
Okay. Well, you don't have to explain exactly how she describes it. You can just let her know that like, hey, she gives me some insight into, oh, well, this sigil means this, and like this spell script thing is like a loop that goes here and whatnot. Because spellbook magic, I see it sort of like code, where it's like you program your spells. and you can borrow other people's code. And there are some variations of the code where it's like a bit different. But anyway, so that's sort of like the conversation that they have, sort of to loosen Evelyn's tongue a little bit before she asks, "So, what do you know about Stygian?"
You know what? Because I know what you're trying to do here, I'm gonna have you roll me perception and insight and persuasions for these. So roll me perception only for this one. Because you're basically trying to build a profile of what she is and is not cool with. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna make that a very hard tell, because A, you can tell what parts of her are illusions and what aren't. So you can see her sort of fidget as you bring her up. I know that she was terrible. I'm sure you were here when she emerged 5 years ago. I try to avoid talking about her, as she makes many people uncomfortable. But I know that she was once referred to as existence itself.
How so?
Well, her sister Solstice was the creator. She built the world and the people within it, the plants that we see, the livestock we take, and all of that. But her sister was the one who watched over it and made sure we were balanced, fair, equal, unable to rise up and cause destruction of ourselves. She was essentially keeping existence fair and equal. So her rising up was rather difficult for her sister, who now had to take over both roles. Oh no, we lost Asmo.
No, Asmo disconnected. He's back.
Yeah, I'm fucking with my keyboard right now, trying to clean it a bit.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Why is this so fucking loud? Sorry, my audio was super loud. I'm good now.
Okay. So do you know about some of the specific things that she did? Yuriko tries to remember something from her past, and it seems like she's drawing a blank. I do not know if it was Stygian. However, where I come from, there was another dark god type entity. We call them Shujin. It means imprisoned god.
I would make a safe bet that those two are one and the same. She went by many, many names since, until recently, we weren't even aware of their guaranteed existence. The corruption, the mist, the imprisoned one. She went by anything to prevent anyone from knowing her true name, lest that be needed for any form of returning her. Seems that we didn't need to try and return her, though. She came back all on her own.
That is strange, because there were some people who said that they wanted to bring Stygian back. We contended with them, and we came out on top, but it seems like something has already started.
Well, I can assure you that makes no sense given what happened so recently. I'm sure you remember what she tried to do. Take over the planet to make everyone enslaved to her. Honestly, the idea that anyone would want to bring her back in this day and age seems ridiculous. Roll me perception. Or insight, actually. Insight.
I think it's the same roll. Yeah.
Okay. You don't get anything other than she seems very tense when you bring up the cultists. Oh yeah, speaking of, I have to do that. Okay. Is it this? Yep, hang on. Keep doing your thing. And don't worry, the stream is black for a reason. Oops, that's the wrong
Okay.
thing.
She says, the cultists had this artifact with them. They called it the Infinity Goblet.
I regret not.
It's canon now.
I know. I know.
They claimed it had some sort of power to deal in the exchange of gods and mortality. It was all very muddy. I do not know the specifics.
I'll have you roll me insight after I say this. That doesn't seem particularly, well, not scientific, but that doesn't seem very well researched. It was created by one of Solstice's, emissaries. I don't think it would have anything to do with the return of Stygian if it had nothing connected to her.
That's a 10.
She seems to know more about the goblet that she's letting on. I hate that so much. I'm so mad at you and everyone. I'm mad at my brain for coming up with that. She seems to know more about it than she's letting on, but she does seem certain that whatever they were doing wouldn't have been very successful even if you hadn't interrupted. But also she doesn't know all the specifics that you know either, so...
What do you think they may have been trying to do then?
Well, I think it is as you say. They must, if really they are a cult of Stygian, then they must have been trying to bring her back, but I don't know how. There's nothing that says that that would work. I suppose perhaps they were following an ancient ritual from before the events of 5 years ago that would have returned her from her banishment rather than her demise. But it's unclear entirely. I can't really say.
Are there any books in the library about this?
Most likely. Honestly, the Lorekeeper keeps writing its own things so often that I lose track of what it has written at this point. I'm sure I could find something. Perhaps in that book your friend destroyed. You don't have to roll
Yuriko?
You don't have to roll insight on that. She's still rather upset about that.
Yep. The next thing that Yuriko is going to shift the conversation towards, and this is just more probing for information.
You gotta get closer to your microphone.
This is just Yuriko probing for some more separate information. She's gonna ask, I made some mistake of assuming that Ruka had romantic feelings for you. Despite that, he does seem to care for you rather deeply. Is a boss-employee relationship all that is going on there?
Oh, I would hardly say that. Roll me perception.
For some section.
Wow, you need to get more wisdom, my friend.
Well, I would love to, but that can't happen for like 3 more levels at the earliest.
Damn. Well, I'll let you see that the tension she had when you brought up what's her name is a little bit gone now, but other than that, you get nothing. She says, well, I wouldn't say necessarily that's all that's going on. Luca's been with my family for generations now. He's definitely more of a very close friend to to me and my grandmother and her grandmother before her. And all us librarians. I dare say that we wouldn't be able to be here if it weren't for him.
What was your mother like?
Quiet, reserved. She liked to read and not leave not leave very often. She often sequestered me in the library as well until I was a grown-up. Once I was old enough to make my own decisions, I decided to be a lot more social with the people here. Roll me insight. I just realized everything I'm making you do, because insight is like seeing whether or not she's lying and stuff. Perception is her stuff. All the things I'm asking you to do are all wisdom until you finally do a persuasion check, in which case then you're gonna kick its ass.
Pretty much, yeah. Sorry, you said insight?
Yeah.
And what about your father?
Oh, he wasn't part of the picture. My family seems to be cursed. We have a long history of having fathers leave town once we're born. I'm not gonna even have you roll perception. You can tell that's most likely a lie.
Yeah, I have like factual evidence that that's not true. Not factual. I have witness testimony that that's not true.
Well, no, you have proof that no men have ever been seen in her family, but you don't know what that means.
Yeah, but that's witness testimony, not
Yes.
not factual evidence. That's what I was correcting with myself.
God, my hand is so itchy.
Is that why you do not come out very much? I would imagine it gets rather lonely just being around the library all the time.
I don't know what you're talking about. I do come out quite often. I'm sure that the villagers would gladly attest that I like to come out. I like to come and socialize. I'd like to come into the tavern. I just prefer evenings. They're quiet and subdued. That one you can roll me either insight or perception. Doesn't matter. Oh my gosh.
Because
What
I'm
is...
still gonna get forced.
Dude, I don't think
anyways.
you have rolled above 10 more than once. Holy shit.
Especially with wisdom.
Oh my god, please fucking mute the conversation. Jesus fucking Christ.
Huh? What's that?
Sorry, my landlord and roommates decided to just spam my phone. I'm fine.
Okay.
Jesus, I've muted it. It's fine. We're good. Yeah, that's not high enough to know whether or not she's telling the truth or what she's lying about, if she is.
Oh, you don't say. It's not high enough.
Man, maybe Asmodai should have done this.
God, no.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we all dumped wisdom.
Oh yeah, none of you are very wise.
I
Yeah.
am probably
In,
the wisest. I do have a 13. Oh.
In DC 20, they have perception be like tied to your highest stat because of how much it's used. But that's not gonna fly here because it's deep. Anyway, so I think Yuriko is starting to get a bit frustrated that all of her information, all of her probing is getting nowhere.
It's surface level.
Yeah, it's surface level at best. So I think she's gonna sort of turn up the heat a little bit here.
Okay, hang on. Let me turn on the appropriate music.
So, out of the psych profile that I have built, do I have any insight as to, like, just from talking with her, do I get the sense of, like, whether, like, threats, rationality, or empathy get to her the most? And you don't have to...
I will give you this. You can tell that she's not phased by threats, in part because her illusion makes her seem huge. And even though you're aware she's an illusion, letting her know that you know that might set her off. She
Right.
certainly seems to like you, so perhaps empathy would be the best. But also, she would not mind having a logical battle with you, if you could do that.
Given how
Okay.
he's been rolling, logic is not going to go well.
I would say logic is more intelligence than wisdom.
So... Okay. So, one thing that I'm gonna try to, like, search back through my own memory for.
You have to get
Yeah.
closer to your mic, my guy.
One thing that I'm gonna try to search back through my own memory for is, when we were talking with, Nancy,
Yes.
do I remember the title of the book that she was, reading the stuff about the artifacts from?
It was I don't remember what I called it, but yes, and it was the same version. It was the same book that Jeremy broke here, and Jeremy once again tried to break over there, even though Nancy was like, "Yeah, no."
So, Yuriko says, the books that Jeremy tried to destroy. I mentioned that one of my acquaintances has a copy.
Yes, you did mention that.
This book has some evidence that these artifacts, like the goblet and the Lorekeeper, have some sort of properties that might allow Stygian to come back. It provides some merit to this theory. But it also provides merit to the idea that we could use them to prevent Stygian from returning.
Sorry, what is she attempting to ask here? What?
She is trying to, essentially say, we have reason to believe that the Lorekeeper might, allow us to... One brain. Might allow us to prevent Stygian from returning, as we have encountered a handful of people trying to do already, where it is only a matter of time before they succeed.
Okay, so for this one, because you don't know that for certain, I'm gonna have you roll deception. Because that's not why you're collecting the Lorekeeper. Oh my god!
Yep.
That is just... What is with your rolls today?
What do you mean today?
What do you mean today? I haven't been rolling good on...
Well,
like,
every other
anything
day
for
you've
the
had
past,
bad,
like-
but it's just insight. Today you actually have something in your charisma and you rolled a 2. Oh no. Yeah, she just raises an eyebrow and she says, I did just mention that I don't think that Solstice's things, like that book, that goblet you brought up, have anything to do with Stygian. And I don't think the Lorekeeper does either. Even if there is a way to prevent it, I think her death 5 years ago is a better prevention plan, don't you?
Well, how do you suppose we kill her again when she's already dead?
I can't hear you.
I am right beside my mic.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's
I guess I'll-
you problem, Clover.
Hang on, let me turn you up to 200% because for some reason
You don't need
100.
to turn me up. You don't need to turn me up that much. Like, you just need to turn me up enough that you can hear me.
You were at 125 and I could not hear you.
That is wild.
I have them at 100, and I can hear him perfectly fine.
I can also. Oh, hang on.
Is
Probably
maybe your
just have
computer volume
too
just really low?
Now you're too loud.
Yeah.
Or you probably just have too much going on. that
No,
it's
I know what
now.
was happening. It's okay, so I have to explain this because of the new microphone. My headphones don't connect into my computer anymore. They connect through my microphone, and my microphone has a volume slider on it. And usually I keep it low because I don't need that much volume. The problem is it's very easy to bump it and actually like lower the volume. So while I could barely hear you, it was because the whole frigging computer was down. So I've turned it up and that should be better now.
Okay.
Hi, Blake. So what did you say?
I was just saying stuff about, like, how I thought that this might help us to... this might help... hold on. Oh, I said something after it. Fuck, what was it?
If she comes back, possibly?
How would we... well, how would we kill her if she is already dead? We need to take preventative action to make sure that she does not... come back.
I don't think you quite understand me. She was killed 5 years ago. There were endless stories about it. I don't remember how many people were in the Ascension campaign. It was you.
It was like 5.
There were 5 heroes that banded together. Solstice sacrificed her own life to make sure it happened. I know you were there for that. You're quite the educated young woman. You had to have been around when that happened.
And she says, yes, I know that she is dead, but there are people who are trying to bring her back from death. Necromancy is not completely out of the question.
Roll me persuasion. I feel bad. Your rolls are such ass today. There we go.
When it counts.
I suppose. I don't know if there's a necromancy spell strong enough to bring something that powerful back, but I suppose if a ritual were enough. But even if that's the case, what makes you think that a book would be able to handle that? Would be able to seal her away or kill her? Much less one that's just meant to record history and spells and such.
Remind me, so these artifacts, they are the artifacts of Solstice.
One of them is the goblet. You do not know about the Lorekeeper, although actually you did hear in the library the mask called it Stygian's Diary.
I'm going to bring that up. The mask that is attached to Jeremy's face is some sort of eldritch being. It brought up the fact that the diary, actually that the Lorekeeper is the diary of Stygian.
Again, roll me persuasion because she looks very confused and concerned. As you say
It
this.
has a certain direct connection to her.
Wow, yeah, again.
Like clockwork.
Nice. That's an alarming piece of information to know. How does it know that? This mask? I wasn't even aware it was sentient. I thought it was just something he... Never mind. How does it know that?
I have reason to believe that the mask is... And you can, and Clover, you can correct me if Yuriko would not know this, but I think she heard somewhere that
The mask is...
the mask was created by Stygian as well.
I think she could reasonably assume that. She definitely knows the mask is connected to Visara. I guess she could believe that. Roll me perception with advantage because this is a pretty easy tell to spot.
4. Okay.
There you go.
Finally, that's what it
Imagine
only...
getting a 4 with advantage.
It only... Oh my god, I would cry for you. I would end the session right there because your luck is clearly not good enough.
And then
Thankfully,
meteor
this
spell
is a
killing
very
everybody.
easy tell.
Yeah. So as soon as you mention that mask is you believe it's connected to her, to Stygian, she kinda, you see her eyes flash as if her illusion is starting to falter, and she goes, if that is the case, we should most likely deal with that first and foremost, no? I think that eliminating that mask would be a good option rather than taking my book. And you can tell that she's already thinking, okay, well, that's probably why it destroyed my book. I should go, that book specifically, I should go and fucking deal with Jeremy.
It's like, fuck.
Yeah, pretty much. You can tell on her face, she's like, well, I have a new target to kill. So, you know.
And she says, and would you care an innocent person
I
to do
can't
this?
hear you. Why
And
can't
would
I
you
hear
care an innocent person to do this?
Mhm. So I assume...
Jeremy and the mask are two separate entities that have been fused into one.
Okay, I straight up thought you were gonna say... I thought you were just gonna stop there and I was gonna not let you roll, but if that's what you're gonna say, roll me... actually, no, don't roll me, because she'd say, if that's what it would take
There
to
is a
protect...
good person inside him as well.
Yuriko, if that thing was created by Stygian, even if they are separate people, don't you think that sacrificing the one for the needs of the many is important? If destroying
Well,
him
perhaps,
would
but
save
what's that-
hundreds of other innocent lives, don't you think the loss of one is good enough?
What are you sure that is our decision to make?
Are you sure Are you sure it's our decision to spare him or kill him? I don't think that keeping someone alive knowing that they're that dangerous is ethical, even if it means that the innocent person is lost too.
I mean, she's been doing it so far.
Pardon?
I mean, they've been keeping a dangerous person alive so far.
Those two have. She didn't know until this exact moment.
Sorry, can you repeat the thing that she just said?
I don't remember what she just said. But
Basically, the whole needs of the many thing.
yeah. Don't you think it's just we have a duty to protect the many, and if one innocent person is lost to protect many innocent people, don't you think that the end justifies the means?
And hold on, I'm onto something here. I'll need a second.
I'd also just like to remind, as the player, that there's still the girl who has Stygian's earrings. So
Yes, there is the girl who has Stygian's earrings.
it's not just one.
By the way, I know
Everything.
that I know you're just pronouncing it Stygian because that's just how you pronounce it. But every time you do that, I also pronounce it wrong.
You know, I think I am gonna go with that. Where Yuriko's gonna say, "Well, if it was that easy, then I would agree with you. But it's not sacrificing one for the sake of the many. You see, there are more like him, like that mask. I'm sure you have noticed you have quite a reputation in this town as a very friendly and kind-hearted person. The town looks up to you a lot. I'm sure you will recognize that there is someone here who was not here before, and I do not mean the five of us." And she's referring to herself,
Yeah.
the other two players, Nisako and her other retainers.
That would be 6,
And
but I will.
sorry, 6 because of the zombie.
Good
The 6 of
7
us.
if you count the zombie. There are 3 retainers.
Yeah, there's 3.
3 retainers, 3 players, and the zombie makes 7.
I love math.
Devin!
Why do we send Yuriko to be the diplomat? The diplomat who can't do math.
Listen. Yuriko is more of a diplomat than I am.
More of a mathematician, more like, because you are making good points. It's just the rolls are really bad.
Yeah, it's like, as soon as I start making points, Yuriko starts rolling like crazy.
Yes.
As soon as I like start making good points, the rolls are shit.
It's so bad. RNGesus giveth and RNGesus taketh away.
Basically,
It is not just one person. I'm sure you have noticed a small child with strange earrings.
She's
Wandering around.
I think I sent it's the necklace. She's wearing the earring as a necklace. Just
Yes.
to be more specific. I sent her picture in the BC.
Right, because before she had the bell.
She had
Yes.
the bell and there was
That
a
we took
scarf
off.
covering her thing. I'm not gonna make you roll. You can tell there's visible confusion as she says that. We have many
You-
people coming and going.
Would you kill for the sake of your needs of the many?
Sorry, wait. Did you just ask if she would kill a child?
Yes.
Roll me insight. It's gonna be an easy check, so don't worry. As long as you don't roll like a 2, you're good.
I check out all the bad ones early.
Good, because you got all your bad luck out of the way. Yeah, as soon as you say that, she looks quite indignant. She says, what? This child? It seems to me you're jumping from point to point. The mask you said is connected to Stygian. This child you mentioned has no connection in way that you've mentioned, just that she's a child. But if she is truly
She is a-
dangerous, if you're saying there's a connection between her and Stygian and she could be a danger to the many, I suppose there might be ways to deal with that don't involve that. But you must agree that if she could cause havoc and harm many innocent lives, wouldn't that be... This conversation seems to be stressing her out.
Yes, try to attack the person who has a lot of magical powers.
fine
Yes,
diplomacy, that is.
Don't bully Yuriko, she is technically making a lot of good points.
so Yuriko's going to try to add some clarification to it. And she says, the mask spoke to something behind this child as if it knew. I can only assume that the child has some sort of similar artifact wisdom that also has some connection to Stygian. If you need a minute to process this, I will not press the issue further right now, but I would like to.
If she could
would
be
like
a
to
danger to many people, don't you agree that taking her out of the picture would protect the innocent? Even if she is innocent herself?
But what I am saying is that these are not isolated incidents. There are more people like them.
I fail to see how my Lorekeeper has to do with these people who already possess these artifacts. If they already have pieces of Stygian, I don't see how taking my book will prevent her from returning if they already have these little bits and pieces of her history. My book won't prevent them from using those to try and return her, so why would giving it to anyone to try and prevent that be of any value?
Do I remember the specifics, anything specific about the ritual that we're like trying to gather all these artifacts?
You remember that Kai basically said it was a ritual to bring his sister to be the same way that he is, but he was rather vague on the details, so you don't know much more than that.
Bring his sister to be the way that he is.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Well, first of all, get closer to your microphone, but second of all, I could hear you. Basically, you know how he can pop out of nowhere, he can float, he can only touch the ritual items? He thinks he used to be away, and now he is like this instead, and he used to have family, and he wants to bring his family back to be the way that he is. And he thinks that this is the way to do that.
What I want to know is how any of this has anything to do with Stygian.
Evelyn wants to know that too! I'll let you know. I don't, because Yuriko has drawn her own conclusions. I have never once said that this ritual has anything to do with the sisters. Just that the artifact pieces in it have to do with the sisters. The ritual itself might be unrelated completely.
Also, nice job
I mean,
putting the target on Jeremy's back.
That's fair, but goddammit, Clover.
Hey, listen, y'all, I started chapter 1 giving you the fucking goblet to start that ritual, and y'all were the ones who were like, this cult is important.
I mean, what you can kind of just stretch the truth a bit and say, well, can kind of go about this in pieces. Do this ritual, then whoever his sister is can help prevent Stygian.
Yeah.
Stretch the truth a bit.
Here's the thing, Yuriko is free to believe that this might be related to Stygian. I'm just telling you that that is not the conclusion I brought you to.
Okay, so Yuriko has no way of knowing this then. But what she's sort of assuming is that the book is necessary, and she's going to say the items that are used for the ritual to prevent Stygian from being resurrected. They are all items that are of more personal significance. They are not um, they are not simply just the items that she has given sentience to out of boredom.
Suppose you're right, and suppose these items could be used to resurrect Stygian, including my Lorekeeper. What incentive do I have to give it to you if that is its purpose in this ritual? If she, the dangerous one of the two, is to be brought back by giving you my book, am I not all the more reasonable to be holding it in its captive area?
While it has the power to bring her back, it also has the power to seal her for good.
You are quiet again, but I think that might be me.
Yeah, I've heard.
Double check your
I
your
did.
thing, because I'm okay.
Why?
I'm like I'm kissing the mic right now.
This is kissing the mic.
Yeah, but I'm also like right next to it.
I would do that too, but I feel like I'm gonna blow everybody's ears out.
I love these streams.
It's chaos! My gain is at the bottom, right? Okay, cool.
Oh, yeah, just she says it has the power to bring her back, but it also has the power to seal her for good.
Okay. And preventing her resurrection altogether so that she just remains dead isn't a viable option either? Because if my Lorekeeper is needed for either sealing or resurrecting her, again, I see no reason to not just keep it where it is.
Would you not agree that it makes more sense? Would you not agree that it makes more sense to take proactive action as opposed to waiting for a later time when we might not be as capable of defending ourselves from, where this town might not be as capable of defending itself from any outside attack or invasion?
Miss Yuriko, I can assure you that that's not going to happen. I will forever be more than capable. My family will be more than capable of making sure that book is protected for generations to come. Roll me perception.
I was expecting
Nice!
Anthony. Shit.
That's 2 nat 20s. Yeah, you can see that sort of, not like physical illusion, but she's definitely letting more of her, dark secret, come through. I'm being sassy for no reason. But yeah, you can see more of that secret, that side of her coming through that's, like, not afraid of, like, that, you know, the thing that she is keeping secret that you know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna change the music. There we go.
Plasma dies outside in the corner, just going, they're taking a long ass time.
Sorry.
Okay, so this is sort of the last.
Yeah, I
last
will say
point.
you're being very aggressive in your attempts to ask for this book, which is definitely not what I was expecting, but you know.
Not a good look.
I will say though that I'm not upset at Yuriko because Evelyn is being quite not obtuse, but I was more so thinking not apathetic, the opposite of empathetic, I guess, where she's like, oh yeah, if I have to kill people to prevent a god from coming back, I will, and you can't stop me.
So problematic.
Yes.
So, I probably would be trying to use more, I probably would be trying to use more, what's it called? Like, logic and, and empathy stuff if I had a bit more ammunition for it. It's just that we don't know exactly what the ritual is supposed to do, and we don't know a whole lot about her like personal connections to anyone in the town.
Yeah, the only thing you know is that she definitely knows a lot about Luca, and she's and that the ritual is supposed to help Kai in some way.
And
She
let's
knows
not
rituals
forget
can
her
help Kai?
knowledge of.
Yeah, she also now knows that the mask is dangerous, so
You're
And
welcome.
good job.
You well, if we do have to resort to Plan C, the mask will have a good time.
What happened to my Evelyn stuff? I know I edited her. Fuck me. Fine, whatever, I'll fix it later.
She says, as sort of like the last like sort of main point, and if this doesn't work, she's gonna like say she needs some air, then cast message outside. But she's going to say, the town loves you. You have an integral role in maintaining the library. The return of Stygian would threaten this place that you have so carefully cultivated. Even if you might be fine, are you sure that Ruga will be fine? Father O'Brien?
Okay, I was
Maricom?
gonna make her very upset when you brought up specifically Luca, but okay, roll me persuasion.
7.
If you roll too low, I will laugh my ass off. I'm gonna be real.
I feel like this is...
I will give you advantage only because you did bring up multiple humans, and she's a vampire who was once human.
I know it doesn't change the math, but I feel like this is closer to intimidation. Would you agree?
No, because intimidating, I
Okay.
would say, is more threatening, and you're not technically threatening anybody, you're just warning
Well,
her.
Okay.
You're just giving up the possibility and not saying, like, I will fucking kill them if you don't do this.
Yeah, you're not saying, I will kill them, you're saying
I won't kill
something
them,
could kill
but
them.
she will.
Yeah, as you bring up when you bring up Luca, you see her face sort of contort into anger, but then you bring up the two humans, one that has been previously injured by someone in your party, and she sort of hesitates with her point and says, I suppose if she did come back wrathful, they could be in danger, but as I mentioned, I think I can protect these people. My family's been doing it for 400 years. I'm sure you learned that that much while spending your time in this town. I don't see why giving up this book would help protect them so many years down the line, if it ever happens at all.
But can you protect against a very pissed off god?
She's basically saying, like, she doesn't understand why you need specifically her book, because she doesn't know everything about the ritual, neither do you. And also, you know, if it never happens at all, then she'd be giving you the book for nothing.
Then Yuriko's gonna say, I just thought of a really funny way to word this.
Oh no.
So it is a library, correct? Let me borrow the book.
Oh my god. Oh
Give
my
me
god.
1 year. Give me 1 year and it shall be returned to you.
Okay. How,
You have been cultivating this library for 400 years. It's a drop in the bucket compared to the amount of times that you have been expanding this collection.
Oh my god, how do
And it will be back before you know it's missing.
How do I want to resolve this one? Okay,
Super confrontational Yuriko does not work.
Let me borrow the book. Okay. How would she respond to that? Shit. Because
As far as I know, it will certainly be back before the next showing you have scheduled.
if she actually said that, I'm gonna say persuasion with disadvantage.
Well, it's too late now.
Oh no, this is gonna suck. I'm sorry.
Oh, not horrible,
Woo!
but still not good.
As you mentioned,
Above average.
the showing, her face once again, her eyes start to fade into a more permanent red as she goes, you must have mentioned with Luca that I have people coming into my library regularly, people scheduled to come in for days upon days waiting in this reserved just to see this book and the books inside. I don't know when my next appointment will be, if it will be tomorrow, next week, next month. I'm busy. I have to make sure that it's protected from people who try to steal it. I have to spend time in this city. And you're asking to take the book for a year for something that might not to prevent something that may never actually happen in the future. You think that's a reasonable request. I know you're smarter than that, Miss Yuriko. Yeah, she's not very happy with that. I will say that the check you had to make was extremely high, because what you essentially just said is, hey, you know that priceless thing you've had for 400 years? Can I borrow it?
For a year.
Can I borrow it for a like minuscule fraction of the time that you've had it?
Here's the thing, as far as she knows, you don't know she's a vampire. You have not outright said that you know she's a vampire. So as far as she knows, you're taking her human lifespan into effect. Yeah, if you had straight up said, I know you're a vampire, maybe things would be different, but even now, if you were to mention that, she would be... I will warn you, if you mention she's a vampire now, things could get very aggressive.
Oh yeah, there's no way that I'm like gonna like threaten her at this point.
If you brought it up I will tell you now because it's too late now. If you had brought up she was a vampire at the beginning, things might have gone differently.
Yeah, she would have killed me then and there.
Totally, yeah.
Yeah, for snooping, right?
No, no, because she doesn't know if you were snooping to find out she was a vampire. She knows you're a very smart person. You could have deduced it based on things you learned in the town. I will say, though, things would have gone different. I'm not going to tell you whether or not it would have gone good or bad.
I am going to say this. Kevin did say she has been cultivating it for 400 years.
Yeah.
Would that kind of hint towards, like, Yuriko knows something is up there?
It could, but it could also just hint that he says you as in, like, her family. She is... Literally, as far as she knows, nobody knows she's a vampire except one person. So she is acting under any assumption that they are speaking in a way that would not mean vampirism. You can continue if you want. I won't tell you if this persuasion is dead in the water. But we have been going for about an hour.
Man, like, part of me is like, I feel like there's something more I can do. But at the same time, I also want to give the others some spotlight, too.
Yeah. Also, I keep looking at the picture of Natasha's cats that you sent me, and I don't know what the fuck the cat on the left is doing.
Neither do I. I guess the last thing that she's gonna do is try to like ask, well, if you don't like that time span, we can shorten it. 6 months, 3 months.
I'll say with the persuasion of 15 that Off screen, you can try to debate time that you could borrow it, since you've been at least trying to be reasonable, but she seems very indignant that you would ask to borrow it in general, but she will, like, you know, she'll let you try. But I'm gonna say that has to happen off screen. I think you would probably settle on maybe 6 weeks, because I don't think she would do it for very long. To have her book far away from her would already be anxious for her. Of course, you know, if you steal it, you can have it indefinitely, and with that...
Yeah, but there's the consequence of having a pissed off vampire.
It is time for Plan B, isn't it?
Well, here's the thing. If she's gonna let us borrow it,
No, that's my thing though, is like, I think this would take enough time that you'd be like, I don't know if this is possible. I should stall her. I want to do like, I don't think it's just I don't think she'd be easy to persuade for that, basically. I'm saying if you were to do this for another few hours in universe, she might be convinced, but you don't. That would take forever.
okay. So this is where I'm gonna sort of, out of character, posit the question to the other two of you. Which do you guys think is more fun?
What?
Stealing the book or just getting it? Which one is more fun?
Stealing the book or borrowing it for 6 months to put some time constraints on the adventure. Because if we borrow the book, then the adventure has a certain time constraint of we have to get this done in 6 months.
Well,
otherwise, vampire.
I will tell you this: if you do borrow the book and don't return it within 6 weeks, she herself has no way of following you because she doesn't know where you're going and she doesn't know what you have to get else for the ritual, which is another reason why she'd be hard to persuade. Because as far, I will be clear, your argument is we need the book to prevent Stygian from resurrection, and you have brought up people she cares about, but she also doesn't know any other details, so as far as she knows, you're literally just being like, hey, we want the book, and you could be lying to her.
Yeah. So she doesn't know whether or not I'm telling the truth, because I don't know whether or not Yuriko's telling the truth.
Exactly. Which is why I'm saying, like, persuading her to let you borrow that book would take fucking forever, and you would get such a small time limit. And then you don't know if she would send someone after you, or if she would be after you, or what. So if you do... So regardless, you're technically stealing her book. It's just that one is with her consent, and then the other one is without. And I'll let you know now, if you steal the book successfully while she's talking to you, there is a very, 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 very small chance you could convince her someone else stole it.
I mean, I'd still think just keep following through with Plan A if possible.
I mean, it's gonna be fucking hard, but sure. I just feel bad because I want y'all to be able to play.
Do we want to do a scene quickly with like Jeremy and Asmodai just like waiting for her?
Oh my gosh.
Like what do Jeremy and Asmodai
What
do
are
as
what
they're-
is your mini lunar interlude like?
Fucking what?
Jeremy's over here waiting for Plan B to begin, and Plan C, because the mask is like, come on, fail! I want some heads to roll! Meanwhile, Asmodai is just waiting for a signal. I'm
I
itchy!
mean, it's just gonna be like walking around the.
In the fountain.
No,
I'm just
on the
imagining that-
edge.
And I'm just imagining a villager passing by. Jeremy's like waving, and they just start walking faster.
They're like, nah, I know you. Your friend fucked a lot of people up, and also you're 6 feet tall and giant ball of muscle. I'm not getting near you.
I think before you said there was 88 copper pieces in the
88, 86, something like that. I will say you don't have to sneak to steal them.
I know. I'm just going to be circling around on the edge, just like balancing. Just going 88. What can I do with 88 copper?
Could buy a stick of gum with that.
What would you do
could
for a
get
Klondike
away.
bar? I'd steal the fountain.
I could get away with it. There's nobody here to see. It's right there.
You know what? I don't know if she could convince her. Like I said, I don't know how long it would take, and I don't know if with this aggressive take that Yuriko did, I'm not sure that she could convince Evelyn to do this. But I mean, we can keep going. I just feel bad because I want the others to get a chance to play. I've been super lenient with this, though, because I did really want this to work. Just because I think it's really funny that I set up this big bad vampire, and then you just talk her into giving the book to you.
Yeah, and it has been somewhat of a skill challenge. It's just like, at some point we need to figure out how to decide. Okay, well she'll be lenient with this, or like this is the point where she's like, you know what, you're
Hutchins!
you're a bit too far. So your wild theories are a bit too far gone. Your mad dreams end here, Yuriko.
Yeah, she's teetering on that line. I would say that you have a better chance of a certain thief stealing it.
All right. Then Yuriko's going to say, hold on, we can discuss this in a little bit, just let me get some air. And she's going to, she's gonna send the message, she's gonna go sort of in a place that's sort of out of vision, and then send the signal for plan B, and she looks very, like, exhausted.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. Alright, so now you know it is time to go commit a heist.
Yay.
Whoop!
Make my way all the way up.
Ba-whoop.
Can't wait to fuck up on the skill checks.
You should
Oh,
be.
hello.
I did not set walls. I should have set walls. Oh well. Alright, so the door is locked. Actually, I shouldn't have put you that close. The door is locked, obviously.
First, I just want to look in the windows, if there are any, and just see if there's anybody inside.
It is empty. As far as you can roll me perception, actually, because there are a lot of books everywhere.
Percent. There it is.
Also, I think
9.
it deleted something I didn't know I needed. As far as you can tell, it's just books.
Okay.
As you touch
open
the door.
the book.
I don't have it anymore. Damn it. Okay, hang on. Just give me a second. I don't want people to see this. Okay. You want? Hang on. Where is it? As you touch the door, something sort of crackles, and out pops this thing. And
God damn it.
and it says, "Hello. Currently the library is closed as either I or Miss Evelyn are absent. Please wait until morning or until one of the two of us have entered the library to try and enter again. Thank you for your understanding. Touching the door again will cause an alert system to activate."
Great. Well, try to find a different way in.
Yeah. Unless Jeremy wants to try and break the door down. You want to try and break another window?
Tempting, but he learned his lesson.
Fair. You did football hike a child out of one. That's not what happened, that's just how I remember it.
I mean, it's pretty apt description.
So yeah, I don't think he needs to stay there, but yeah, so touching the door will cause that. So yeah, I will say, even though they're not visible because a Dungeon Alchemist is limited, there are windows, big-ass windows, along, you know, where's the measurement tool? Along some of the walls. That's not what I wanted to do. Whoops. I wanted to do the fucking... No, where's the... What is happening? I just want... Thank you. Along the wall. There's like, between these posts, there are these windows. They're like tall cathedral windows that you can see through.
Okay.
I will warn you that shattering the window is probably not a good idea, but if you can find a way to create a window hole, you can do that.
Right.
That is not what I meant to do. I meant to move you.
Let the man move his own character.
He's not gonna!
I want to take my rapier and try to carve out a big enough hole.
Are you pulling a Puss in Boots?
Yes.
Good. Okay, roll me... I was gonna say finesse. That's not a thing. Finesse weapons take dexterity, right?
Yes, finesse weapons use dexterity instead of strength when rolling for attack and damage.
Okay, so since that's a finesse weapon, instead of having you roll... I'll have you roll sleight of hand for that, because that would be a very specific movement to perfectly cut that kind of hole with your broken rapier, so disadvantage.
Oh. 17.
Yeah, okay, so I will say it's a tight squeeze, but through, I'd say, yeah, this window in the corner you managed to get yourself in. I'd say it's probably not big enough for this giant, hulking, massive muscle.
Jeremy, if anything goes wrong, I'm going to shout out. You're gonna break through. Got it? Right. You can't talk.
I don't need you to tell me what to do if things go wrong. Just screw up already.
Right. Anyway.
God, I love playing the
Yep,
mask.
too far.
Too far! Oh no, he's gonna go off the map! I saved him. Honestly, the library itself is very quiet. Outside, you still, even though I despawned him, you still see the Luca standing there. All the books that were once floating about, they have gone still in their casing, and yes, through this gilded door is the arcane lock that was mentioned. And I'm not going to make you roll to remember this. You remember Yuriko did warn you that just jamming your pick in the lock will cause it to melt.
Yep. So I'm going to scratch out the symbol.
Nice. With your finger?
Yeah, totally. Yep. Definitely not the sharp daggers that I have.
Yes. Okay.
Or the already broken rapier.
Damage your rapier more. You do know a blacksmith. I guess you could just go get a new one.
Should have gone there when we came back to visit him.
That
Is it
costs
Nancy?
money.
True.
That's true, that's true. We'll just steal one off a cultist.
You sold all those.
Yeah. And they were all scimitars.
So yeah, you go and you'll scratch them. I'm not gonna make you roll for that. That's pretty easy to do. And so you can roll me another sleight of hand, and this one, you don't need advantage, right? You're proficient in sleight of hand. You're good.
Yeah. Boop. 9.
Fuck. It takes you a while as you jimmy through it.
And I have a +6 on dexterity, so I rolled a 3.
Everyone rolled garbage today. I'll say it takes you a minute. No alarm goes off as far as you can hear, but it takes you a stupid amount of time, and then the door clumsily sort of opens.
Just throughout me lockpicking, I'm just going, shit. Fuck.
Shit. Yeah, but the door is open and you can go through. Gee, I wonder who's here.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
As you speak, she turns to look at you. And she's still not saying anything, just looking at you with her big ol' eyes.
I'm just gonna take that.
Are you gonna
Fucking
take
run.
the? Are you gonna try and take the book?
Yep.
As you put your hands on it to take it, she does the exact same on the other side.
Ah. Bit of an impasse, I see. Take my rapier and stab her.
Oh my god, you're joking. Okay, roll me a dexterity check.
Why is that your first impulse?
7. Fucking.
Okay, I don't remember. She did have a thing for this. Hang on. I believe it was just called. What was it called? Shoot, she did have a thing for this and she used it on Jeremy, and I don't remember what it's called.
We do not know, therefore it doesn't exist. She just died.
No!
Called Spanish.
I know. There we go, I found it. Oh, wait, it was supposed to be a strength saving throw. Oh, wait, you just did a check, not a saving throw. Okay. She's the one who's gonna have to do that. Hang on. I need to get her actual stuff. I could have sworn I fixed her, and yet somehow her features and shit. Oh, no, she does everything. Okay. But I didn't set her fucking spells. Apparently her dexterity is wrong, so now I have to fix that. I mean, she's only a child. Okay, she did roll higher than you.
Oh, who would have thought?
So you do attempt, and with this one, you take you one hand and try to stab her with the rapier, and she does sort of duck out of the way. And now you must make the strength saving roll.
Strength save. Come on. 7.
Okay, on... Okay, awesome. Or is it 1d6? Alright, on that fail, you take 4 force damage. That was too much damage, whoops.
How dare you?
And you are pushed 5, 10, 15 feet away. I will say with that fail, you also probably let go of the book, so she takes it for herself. But she doesn't move, she's just sort of holding it and looking at you. And you hear quietly, just leave him. The other can take care of him. If they need to deal with her, then at least she won't be following you. Be gone now. And she walks towards the door. Pardon?
Just because I heard that fucking what?
So she begins to leave. You can follow her if you want. You didn't actually get far enough to knock into the window.
Yeah.
Jeremy, you're far enough away that you can probably not see her. Actually, roll me perception. I want to see if you can see past the library and see this girl.
Alright.
Nope.
Hey, lucky 7.
Alright, so
7. Time to get a fucking $1 million.
yeah, y'all got 3 7s in a row. You all get 1,000 platinum.
I'm
1,000.
trying to football tackle her.
Roll me athletics. I will say if it was a contested athletics check, it'd be a problem, but she's tiny, so she's fine.
Fucking.
It's okay. She's actually oh, never mind. No, actually with it was supposed to be athletics, not acrobatics.
Oh shit! Whoops. Right.
Cuz it yeah, so you did
I just
actually
saw A and I was like, yep, that's it.
She rolled terribly, and you did manage to do it, so in the middle of the library, you do stop her. And I'm gonna say, Jeremy, you heard that. You definitely hear the knocking over of books and the groaning of an adult man and a small child. As
Don't
you
word it like that.
yeah, I realize now that was bad. The pain of someone falling on the floor and that pain coming from a grown-up and a small child. Jesus.
It's not any better.
Stop! Shut up! You know what I mean! In context, it's fine. Just don't take me out of context, Nye.
And I'm just gonna talk to the mask like, I didn't hear anything. Did you hear anything? I didn't hear anything.
You're not helping your case, come on! Let's go help out your friend like we did in the cave.
Last time I checked, I'm the one in charge of the body right now.
Last time I checked, if we don't get that book, you're not gonna get any closer to finding the chick.
Fine. Just have this over with.
Slam into the thing, and I am going to set the time today, because as soon as you do that... Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. Yeah. It is...
Through the window.
There is some sort of sound coming out, and it's a little bit quiet to you guys, but I'm gonna say both Yuriko and the librarian can hear that. And of course, yeah, the librarian is gonna be like, what the fuck is happening? Not like, that's...
Story, all right.
That's how she would respond. That's how I would respond if I were her. You hear her say, something is wrong. Something is... What? I need to go. So, she's leaving.
Is the library? I would help.
Aww. Thank you. I'll need all the help I can get. Something is happening at my library. I must stop it. Where is your retainers? That's not the right retainer. I don't care about the other two. They're asleep.
Well, Nisiko's not coming for this one. Yuriko tells her to wait there.
Okay, but I will say someone else will come. Where is he? Actually, he won't, because I don't have his fucking token set up. I was gonna bring Luke up, but I don't want to set his shit up.
If there's an alarm, Yuriko's not bringing her retainers, because that's potentially dangerous.
Okay. So, yeah, you come forward. There's the girl, and him, and Asmodai fighting over the book.
I'm just gonna try and get the book out of her hand and then throw it into a corner just so I have plausible deniability.
Roll me contested strength check, and again, you're gonna be fine because she's...
What is that? Save?
So you just roll me strength, and I roll strength, and if your number is higher than mine,
okay.
you win.
So ability?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't mean to roll that for Jeremy.
What the hell?
Private roll anyway.
I mean, you both rolled really terribly. So if Jeremy wants to come in and just roll higher than a 5, he can do that.
Jeremy, just try to get the book and throw it in a corner.
I'm not gonna make you roll that. You do it. Fiends.
Do you want to?
Fiends, I believe in your rolls. I believe in your luck. You can do this.
Do you want to do some more intense music as well?
Okay, so
yes.
what do you need me to roll?
Strength check.
Hopefully
Give-
higher than 5.
Yeah.
Strong.
What is it called? Decisive? Okay. Yeah, you literally just step up and basically just pull the book out of both of their hands and yeet it into a corner. And, once again, Asmo, you hear a voice saying, "Insolent little one, what do you think you're doing? My instructions were very clear." And then you hear the other one say, "I can't be on your side for this one, alright? I made a fucking deal and I guess I have to go for it." At least till his brain turns into fucking mashed potatoes.
I'm sorry, what's going on?
The mask is talking to someone that you can't hear, but Asmodai can. And Asmodai... So those two... Asmodai can hear the mask, so those two are just talking to each other.
I'm just going to ignore that and try to pin the girl just so that she can't escape until Evelyn or whoever comes by.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna make you roll for that. She's very small. She's a 5-year-old. You can do that. Yeah, okay. So yeah, these two approach. And you just... I'm gonna say the book landed about here because I don't have a placeholder item for it. As these two approach, you are holding this girl just in place.
Hi, Evelyn. She tried to steal the book.
Evelyn's eyes are sort of wide. As she looks at this. She looks behind, she sees the book, and she says,
Yuriko's got her arms crossed, like, looking fake disappointed.
What were you two doing here, exactly, that allowed you to stop her from doing so?
I was just walking about. I'm just in town because of Yuriko right now.
Roll me deception.
I'm imagining the mask being like, I was gonna steal the book, but she beat me to it.
Fuck! Okay.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the mask is pretty much like, come on, don't buy it. I want to kick some vampiric ass. And she goes, well, I suppose that there's nothing wrong with you exploring near the library, and I suppose if you acted against this one, is that... She notices something, and says, Yuriko, is this the one that you said was wearing the earrings?
Oh, you told her about that. Great.
It's actually a necklace, but yes, it's the same. You probably do not recognize them as Arokuro in Octavo.
I want to try and rip the earring necklace off of her.
You can do that, sure. It won't stop her.
I know. I'm still gonna try. What, strength?
Yeah, and it won't be a hard check.
Yes. Steal the necklace while the person who you're trying to convince that you're not stealing something else from is watching.
I mean, they're not stealing anything from the library, I guess.
And as soon as you grab it, you hear a new hand touches the beacon.
Ah, fuck, not the worst quest in Skyrim.
Okay, hang on. I'm doing a test of something. Measure.
While she's measuring that, what is that quest?
Meridian's Beacon.
I'm trying to remember what that was about.
It's whenever you find the white ball, and then you hear Meridian say a new hand touches the beacon or something like that.
Okay.
And you have to go to the statue of Meridia, something like that.
Meridia.
Everybody, make me a dexterity
remember
saving
that.
throw.
Oh fuck, what did I do?
Oh boy.
I'm gonna die. Never mind.
You're good.
Maybe I'll
I'm
die.
dead. I'm dead.
I might be dead.
Okay, so you, Yuriko, managed to deftly. Oh yeah, I also have to make a roll.
For the child.
Well, no, actually, for someone else. Oh no. Okay, she's fine
An
actually.
invisible child.
So you managed to get out of the way. Jeremy, you just push the fucking... You managed to push your way out. Barely. Asmo, you are caught as... And let me do this. As this giant thing spikes out of the ground. And this is gonna hurt. Oh no, I'm gonna cut this damage in half because this could actively 100% kill you.
Yeah,
And
just fudge the roll for his sake.
for you, you take 14. Oh wait, you actually are at 14, aren't you? Yep. Oh no.
Yep.
You know what? You're gonna take 13 because of something. Godborn tint. I'm gonna take that down to 1 because I
Yay,
don't
Deus
want to.
Ex Machina!
You'll see. It's actually the opposite. But she's gonna take the whole brunt of damage because she can. Because she's got a stupid amount of HP that isn't saved for some reason. But she does take the damage. Let me just set her HP to what it was.
When that happens, I'm just gonna say, fucking stitch it.
You could. That'd basically be saying, oh, what the devil. Yeah, so she just... So, for context's sake, she just cast Wall of Thorns. Create a wall of tough, pliable, tangled bush, bristling sharp thorns. The wall appears to be ranged on a solid surface and lasts for the duration of 10 minutes.
I'm sorry for interrupting, but I just realized something. The mask is basically Knuckles from the Sonic 3 trailer.
Hell yeah, he is.
Like, we don't want to fight you.
Actually, Sonic, I would very much like to fight you. Yeah, so, when the wall appears, every creature must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, the creature must take 78 piercing damage, or half as much on a successful save. Oh! Well, I'm not gonna make... Okay, actually, yeah, I will make y'all take that damage. Half of the 14 I rolled is 7, so you take 7.
Oh no.
And, oh no, you take 7.
You said... Oh yeah, never mind.
And when this wall happens, her eyes go pitch black, as she did back when she made that orb around Nancy's house. And this voice that you two hear, that you hear Asmodai, says, "Get rid of these meddlesome creatures, get the book, and get out. If he is not working with us, he is working against us, and I have no problem destroying him and his vessel if that's the case." So yeah, you're at 1 HP. She has caused this giant wall of spikes. I'm gonna say you're not in the wall, all of you, but you're on this side.
Evelyn, you might want to protect the book. Yes.
Alright, and now her illusion has stopped, as she now has no reason to keep that up. Whoops, no. I want to move the frickin' thing. Why can't I move you? Whatever.
Oh wow, what a surprise. She was
What-
hiding something. What?
Surprise! She's not 7 feet tall. She's... Her claws, her teeth, her red eyes, and her actual height of about 5'12" shows up as her actual form appears.
Just say 6 foot.
Fuck you. I'm allowed to say whatever I want.
5'12", yes.
That's what, you know what? Screw you. That's what What's His Nuts said. What's his name? What's his name? I've genuinely
Oh, I
forgotten
know.
this guy's name. What is his name? The metal guitarist.
Helpful.
Jules! Jesus!
Oh, so you like metal, huh? Name every metal guitarist ever. Great job, Clover.
Shut up!
Oh, you like metal, huh? Name every metal on the periodic table.
Fuck. Okay, so these two are gonna battle. I don't know if I need to do that because, you know, initiative. Do you three want to fight her?
Well, I'm fucking dead just getting sneezed at, so...
Yes.
Yuriko's gonna cough up blood.
So, I am a nice DM despite almost killing the three of you, and I will say there is one thing you can do. There's one thing who can communicate with the thing that is driving the child.
Yeah,
Oh
mask.
no.
And Yuriko doesn't know that.
I need that oh no clipped so badly. That is exactly what I wanted to hear. So, your options are fight the child alongside Evelyn, or get the child to stop.
I'm just gonna say, fuck. Considering that you haven't really fought me, how about you do something about it, Mask? 'Cause you're clearly not on her side, you're also not on our side, I get that.
Do want to get her not on my bad side. But I don't see why I should. We can always just get it later. Now he's being a bitch. I get to be a bitch now. I get to be mean.
Oh yes, so we get all this healing potion for you.
For Jeremy.
We treat you like a pretty princess, and you still. And now you want to whine and complain.
I like Blake in the chat says, "You like metal, huh? Recite the entirety of Mayhem's Chainsaw Guts Fuck." Sorry, Guts Fuck. I read that as Guns Fuck. Yeah, real persuasive, princess. I guess I have no problem with helping out a little girl there. Hey, you know, we do already have one of them pieces, don't we? And the girl stops. I guess if we get all of them first, and she comes to stop us, I guess she could get all the pieces that way. We'd be her little lapdog, no? And that way, she doesn't have to do the hard part. And yeah, the girl has stopped moving as Evelyn is now standing up right in front of the book. I do love... Sorry, I'm still losing. Oh no. I like how Jeremy hasn't said anything.
Whatever. I guess we're fucked either way.
Are you...
Why not go for the Hail Mary?
My whole thing is just causing destruction. If you want that book, I'm willing to rip that
vampire's head off.
You're lucky that the vampire cannot hear you, by the way. You, Asmodai, hear the girl say, they already have a piece of the ritual. That shouldn't be possible. They shouldn't even know what it's doing. Unless they are helping that stupid necromancer. My hands got in the way of VC face. Tell you what, then. We'll go on our own separate quests. I'll let you take this one, and if you get to the other pieces before me, all I request is that you give them to me. Is that clear? Clear as crystal. Don't worry. I've got my own shit to deal with before I try to take a stab at you. Fine. The girl forms this black orb under her feet, vanishes through it, and it closes. The book is still within your reach.
That actually worked?
You can start singing my praises now. There are many things you do not know about this girl other than Stygian, so...
I do
So,
not
considering
know
you
much about
just...
this deal about that you just made, but I get the sense that it is. I get. But why does it give me a bad feeling?
It should.
Probably should. I'm not even gonna lie about that part. But we should focus on the book and ripping that vampire's head off.
Hold on! And Jeremy starts pointing at himself. Though not pointing at himself.
Pointing at the mask.
If you're gonna go around saving their lives, they should at least have the dignity to know just who to thank.
Nice try. I haven't told you my name either, have I? And I gave you the ability to save whoever you want.
You seem to forget you accidentally blurted it out.
You said it was Visara or something?
He never said.
Well, what's in a name? A rose and all that shit.
Did the vampire lady hear the V word?
No, oh, from him? From her?
Yuriko.
Oh my god, yeah, you're right, actually, she freaked, yeah. I'm sorry. What? Are you... So, let me get this straight as she steps towards you because the book is no longer in immediate danger. You said the mask was connected to Stygian, and you neglected to mention it was also named after that forgotten god Visara. Forgotten lord, sorry. Fuck, she didn't say god, she said lord. I'm an idiot, ignore me.
To be fair, I just found that out yesterday.
I
We are still
assume...
processing it ourselves.
I don't even know what the heck they're talking about.
Forgotten. It's always gonna be forgotten. Load! Load! You three are... Okay. So...
So you see, that is what we are trying to stop.
Trying to stop Visara, or the child, or...
Yes. I'm just lying on the ground.
bleeding
Slowly
because you got
bleeding.
stabbed.
Yes.
Just only the strength to raise a shaky hand up, who like, yes.
Just one finger. Yes.
All right. There are many things I don't understand that are happening. But if this mask is what's after the book, and the girl is after the book, then I concede. Perhaps it might be safer with you. Remember, she didn't actually hear any of the conversation between the masks, so she doesn't actually know the deal that y'all made.
Yeah.
So as long
the
as
only
you don't
one that did hear all of it.
Yeah, you're the only one who heard all of it. Yuriko only heard half.
Yeah, I guess. I'm I'm just imagining the mask going, well, I guess 2 secrets got revealed in this room today.
Well, we all learned a little about ourselves, didn't we? But yes, she picks up the book and she hands it to you specifically, Yuriko, and she says, just so we're clear, if the masked one touches this, and absconds with it, please come back so that I can decimate him. You're gonna make promises, take me out to dinner first. God, I'm having way too much fun playing that character. Anyways, you have the book. This is not how
I'm just gonna try and seat myself against one of the desks.
Yeah, I mean, you're limp. You are very weak, but you're alive. I just didn't want to put you on death saving throws when you weren't even on, in combat.
Yeah.
So, you gonna tell us about this Forgotten Lord bullshit?
Nope.
Of course not.
You're fine. I got you the book, right? Fair's fair. All's well that ends well and all that jazz. Yuriko is saying nothing. Dev, I'm sorry, did I frustrate you?
I've accidentally hit the mute button on my mic. How much? So, did you hear me say that Yuriko was gonna cough up blood?
I did hear that and nothing afterwards.
Did you hear me? I know you heard me say Visara's name.
Yeah.
Did you hear me say I will guard it as if it's my own spellbook?
You didn't,
No.
but I'm glad you said that because she definitely believes you.
Because you responded as if you had heard me say that. Or Jeremy responded as if he heard me say that.
That's so funny. Oh, that's so good.
When she said when you said she gives the book specifically to you, Yuriko. Yuriko says, "I would guard it as if it were my own spare book." And then Jeremy was like, and then the mask said, "If you're gonna make promises, at least take me out to dinner first."
I think he was more so saying that to Evelyn, but I'm down. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Dev went silent and I was like, is he mad at me? Did I do it bad? And okay.
Alright, so Yuriko's gonna cast message and say, one moment, Jeremy was communicating something with some mask. And then she's gonna ask for clarification on what it was Jeremy was asking. She was left out of the conversation.
That's fair. So Jeremy, you can answer this question. What did you say to the mask?
You gonna ask Miss Vampire about the whole Forgotten Lord bullcrap?
That's what you hear, Yuriko. Ask about Forgotten Lord, because that's definitely what she called Visara.
Is there something about a Forgotten Lord?
I'm not sure if I should mention it. Bad, let's just say terrible, catastrophic things have happened when he is mentioned aloud, and I would prefer to keep that...
Is it like a certain Scottish play?
What is Scotland? What is Scottish? I don't... You might want to ask someone a little less superstitious than I am. Also, if we could keep the fact that I am, in fact, a vampire under wraps, now that you know this.
We actually already knew for a while, so you can see how good we can keep a secret.
Especially when she can't hear what you're saying.
Yeah, I know.
If only I could shout from the treetops. That would be a lot of fun.
Your secret would be safe with us.
Thank you.
So long as she doesn't kill any innocent people.
No promises.
She's gonna kill me.
She.
I
You
mean,
don't
to
know.
be fair, Levi wasn't 100% innocent either.
So yeah, you have the book. Evelyn. I'm not gonna say it in Evelyn's character, but she will probably explain the things to the people of this town so they won't hate you as much if you decide to return.
Oh, that's gonna be a sight to see. Just me walking out, bleeding from everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's sunrise, and as you leave, she doesn't come out with you, but she does create an illusory self that is her usual form, and that is how she has been spending time in Octavo. That is
Just me walking down the street, bleeding from more orifices than should be
I mean,
possible.
I'm sure she's probably bandaged you. You're still at 1 HP, but you're not hurt.
Yeah, it's not gonna
And
get worse with
Jeremy's just looking at the crowd like, don't look at me, I didn't cause it this time.
I didn't do it.
time. Every day when you're walking down the street,
Oh my
everybody
god.
that you meet can see a million holes in you.
Alright, I will move
I just
everybody.
learned lying does help.
It does. And I say, hey, what a wonderful kind of day. I do
To
not
be
know
fair,
where.
I didn't lie 100%. I was like 75% lying.
I do not know where Asmodee is.
I'm loading.
Oh, okay. No, I meant
For
the token.
whatever reason, it takes. Oh. Well, yeah, probably it's still loading me in. I don't know. Because for whatever reason, like I always load the slowest.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I'm in.
Hello.
I am down the road.
Are you?
Yes, you
Oh
are.
yeah, I see you.
North.
I'm gonna say at this point you're probably. Ooh, what have I done? I broke everything. Wait, there are two of you now. Oh, hang on.
2 for you.
Yep. That happens when you move someone at the same time as they do.
Yeah, I'm fixing it. It's fine.
I'm just gonna be sat against the fountain.
Fair. So, yeah, pretty much, where is she? I also want her to be there for purposes. So, yeah. Fake Evelyn is here with the others. The only one who's not present is Malcolm. And that's in part because he just doesn't want to be there. He's busy. But pretty much, yeah, the explanation has been told.
Of the specifics that are going on.
Yeah. Especially since this one is close to death. This one is close to death. And this one is just like, hey, I'm just leaving.
Just has a small scratch.
By the way, I choose to believe that because the buff zombie is the buff zombie, she is carrying Asmodee.
Yep.
You do this often, Dade?
But I don't think we have to say a goodbye scene because you have your book and they know what you heard now. So
I know who is now?
you,
Me.
all of you. They kind of
Wow.
understand, like they don't understand fully.
You're heroes, quote unquote.
Yeah, you're
Yes,
trying to help
have
the
done-
world.
We have done much
Morally
hero
gray.
today. We're morally gray heroes.
Yes. But yeah, y'all can head out, and with that, it has been 2 hours. Half of that was debate. I don't have a thing for just the necromancer, but the thing is over, which means you meet up here again. Where the fuck is Jeremy?
most productive thing I did was get a discount on my new spell.
Well, you also, helped her understand why you want the book so frickin' badly.
Yeah, like understand the context of the scenario.
Yeah. Shut up, phone. Which she would, if you had, I'm gonna be like this, if you hadn't explained, hey, we need it to protect people, she wouldn't have given it to you at the end, so all three of you did contribute.
Okay.
It is the end of the session. Y'all will get a long rest because it is the end of the chapter, and also you gain 2 levels.
Wow, 2 at once.
Woo.
I've never done that.
Hopefully this time I won't die as easy.
Sometimes Clover is an even more kind and benevolent DM than I.
I'm a bad DM.
You are learning. There's a difference.
Okay, oh, this was considered treasure, okay. But that is the end of the session. Let me go to ending. Hey guys, we're probably only gonna do 1 to 0 Tyrion Cuthberts next week. What do y'all... Dev, do you want to tell them why, or do you want to keep it a secret?
Tell them why.
It is Devin's birthday. We're doing a birthday stream. Why can't
Yeah, we're doing Jackbox on
Yeah.
Thursday.
What time?
Same time as usual, because... Or at least I think, unless Dev wants to change that.
Not 2 o'clock works.
Cool.
5 for you guys.
I can't make the Lorekeeper a treasure. I'll deal with that later. It's fine. But yeah, I'll see y'all then. I don't know if we're gonna do it
can
for
also-
both Tuesday, Thursday, but we'll at least do it for one. And then
Because I'm
Sunday we'll
holding
be
on
back
to
to
it, I'll
D&D
put it in
and
my
we'll do a
inventory.
later. Pardon?
Because I can just put it in my inventory because I'm holding on to it.
Okay, but I wanted to put it in with the Infinity Chalice in the items section.
Right. So you can copy it from my character sheet when I make it.
Okay. I mean, I can just... I got it. I'll
Okay.
see y'all when I see y'all. Bye!
See ya!
That was a
Eh.
sound.
That was a voice crack.